Okay. Hey, because I'm back again. It's your favorite rapping expediter, T Swin, with a special guest and a special show for you guys tonight. Transportation has been a major part of my family. My father's a truck driver. All my uncles are truck drivers. My brother's in the transportation. I've always been associated with transportation or been in it, whether it's working on the water, close to the water, or being on the road. And so transportation is full of a lot of things. Freight coming in on trains, freight coming in on planes, coming in on boats, coming in on trucks, box trucks, sprinter vans, all kinds of ways. And so, man, we touched on this before, but tonight I'm bringing in a special guest, my twin brother, Mr. Terrell Swinton, and he's going to talk about the life of a boat captain. And here's our special guest tonight, Captain T. Say hello.
Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, Captain T in the building.
Yeah.
T Swin number 2. How y'all doing?
That's what's up. As y'all can see, man, he's at his job. This is what he does. He is a black boat captain. This is inspiration for a lot of people. A lot of people don't know about this field of work. A lot of people don't know it exists. A lot of people ain't never seen this. So what you're seeing right now is history. You know, history in action. A black boat captain. And he's going to explain to y'all things about this industry, how to get into it, what his day is like, you know what I'm saying, the schedule, you know, and everything, the lifestyle and everything. So as you can see, man, he's right there at the helm. This is my twin brother, you know what I'm saying, the other me. To my kids, he's Uncle Daddy, and to his kids, I'm Uncle Daddy.
Yes,
and so, Mr. Captain T, introduce yourself to the people, man. Tell them who you are and what you do, man.
Hey, this is Terrell Swinton, aka Captain T, one of the few black captains out here on the water, man. Been doing this career for 17 years. Been a captain for the last 7, going on 8. I transport barges, mostly black oil, asphalt, VGO, stuff like that, vacuum gas, all up and down the Mississippi River and the Intercoastal Waterway, all the way from Brownsville, Texas, all the way to the Mississippi River in New Orleans, and then up the Mississippi all the way to Chicago, all the way to upper Mississippi, all the way to St. Paul, Minnesota, up Tennessee to Nashville and Chattanooga. And then I also run the Arkansas River all the way up to Muskogee and Little Rock, Arkansas. So, and I transport barges. Each barge is the size of a football field. So I got 4 barges right now. So I'm pushing 4 football fields right now.
That's what's up.
Up and down the river. Your whole neighborhood.
So Captain T, man, tell the people what inspired you to get into this field and what put your sights on this type of work in this career.
Well, after our stint in the Navy, which you got 10, I did 1 term. I was a master lead helmsman in the Navy. I used to drive the aircraft carrier. So it came natural to me. And then after the Navy, I had did a job search, hit and miss, and then I landed into this field and it became natural to me. I learned how to drive a boat instantly within my first year of being out here. So legally, I've been a captain for 7, going on 8 years, but I've been out here since June of 2006, and I've been driving boats since July of 2007.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So what's that progress like, or what's that journey like getting to that position?
Oh man, it's been a hard journey, a couple hurdles, but it was well worth it, well deserved. The outcome paid off big time. It was fun. My first 3 years went by fast, and before I knew it, the first company I worked with sold, and I went to work for Marquette Transportation. Worked there for about almost 3 years, and then after that, I went on to Hickman Marine, which no longer exists. It was a company based out of Orange, Texas. I was there 5 years. One of the best companies I ever worked for. If they was ever come back in business, I would gladly go back. They helped me get to the wheelhouse. They believed in me. Even before I was a wheelman operating vessels, I would drive boats and help other green pilots and wheelmen out in certain situations in the area, and they would come get me, the deckhand, to maneuver and get them out of them tight spots. So I had a reputation before I ever got to the wheelhouse of manhandling a boat. I'm just blessed with that ability.
That's what's up. Can you explain to the people what they need to do to get in a position like you? What kind of certifications they need? What kind of route do they need to take to be in a position like you?
The requirements is a hard work ethic, drive and motivation, ability. This is a hands-on field, hands-on career. Minimum education, high school, diploma. All you need is a TWIC card, which only costs about $125. You go to your local TWIC center, wherever you at in your area, look it up. It's a TWIC, TWIC card, Transportation Workforce Identification Card, which is provided by Homeland Security. They do a background check, run your fingerprints, make sure you're no terrorist or nothing like that. And then it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get it back. And then that's all you need. And then apply for any of the towboat companies out here on the water. And that's all you need to get your foot in the door. You'll start off as a deckhand. That's the entry level. No experience needed. You will get trained. You'll learn hands-on. And then from there, you can either be a mate or a tankerman. And tankermen are the guys, see, we push red flags, chemical barges. And you need tankermen to load the barges with the product or discharge the product to the facilities and plants up and down the river or the intercoastal waterway or the canals. And those guys are very important to America, because what we do, we make sure it gets to the plant so it gets to the trucks. Because with one barge, you can probably load, it takes probably about 40, 50 trucks to load one barge. We're talking about tank trucks. So at any time, one of these barges may have 24,000 barrels of product in it. That's barrels. So that's 55 gallons each barrel. So just to let you know on the scale of what I'm transporting, I got 4 barges with a minimum of 24,000 barrels in each of them. That's a lot of product.
Yeah. Now, man, I'd like to thank everybody that's watching. While you're on here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and follow you guys. But I would say, man, in this field, how many people look like you are in this field?
It's a handful of us. It's a handful. It's very slim. The further north you go, the less you'll see. Mainly, most of the people that look like me, if you see them, they're mainly in the South regions, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. And the further you go north up to Mississippi and you start getting toward Cairo and stuff like that, you'll see us working outside on deck, but you don't see us operating vessels.
Gotcha. Now, this is a whole nother side of transportation that y'all listening. And, you know what I'm saying? So what kind of money can a person make in this field of work, all positions, if you'll run that down for me?
All right, entry-level deckhand with no experience. The average right now in the industry is $160 a day. We get paid daily rate, not hours. And most companies pay bi-weekly. 160 starting off a day, entry level. Then you'll make it to level 1 tankerman. That's like $230 a day. And then level 2 would be like $270. Level 3 would be like $320. And then level 4 would be like $360 for tankerman a day. So that's $340 a day. And that's just being on the vessel. You don't even have to do anything. As long as you show up to work, that vessel's not moving or nothing, you still get paid that daily wage for being on board. Captains, like pilots, wheelmen, do what I do. The rate usually start out at $500 a day. And it can go all the way up depending on the size of tow that you're transporting. Some guys transport 1,300, 1,400 foot of tow. And they have like 30, 40 barges. Those guys making anywhere from $1,100 to $1,700 a day.
Gotcha.
Transporting whole neighborhoods. Now, guys that do what I do, we average in between $600 to $800 a day.
Gotcha. Now, tell people what their work schedule is like for those that don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because do you go home or do you live on the boat? Let people know what the deal is.
Well, you got different aspects. You got liveaboards. That's where you work either a 14-7 schedule 2 weeks on, 1 week off, or you work 28 and 14. That's 4 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Some companies do 30 and 15. Some companies do 14 and 14. You work 14, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. You got fleet boats, guys that just work in fleets. They only transit that area, one area. They don't travel or go to other places. They just stay right there and work that fleet. Kind of like if it's a trucking industry, a yard truck that pulls trailers out and loads them for the trucks that are going to be transporting them and hitting the road. Those guys make anywhere from like 460 to five something a day because they go home every day. And they usually work 12-hour watches, 12-hour shifts. They either work from 5 in the morning to 5 in the evening, and 5 in the evening to 5 in the morning, or 6 in the evening to 6 in the morning. They usually work like that. But us, I'm on a 28 and 14 schedule. I work 4 weeks on, 2 weeks off. I pull 12-hour shifts. Well, I pull 2 6-hour shifts to equal up to 1 12-hour shift a day. And we break it down, work 6 hours. I sleep 6 hours. I get up, I work another 6, and then I'm off for another 6. Because we, just like trucking, we can only drive a boat only 12 hours out of the day.
Gotcha. Job for a limited time, and then you're forced to take rest. I guess that's fatigue management. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
So if somebody's wanting to get into this industry, man, what would you tell them they need to do, and outlets they need to reach, and also, man, give your information to them, so if somebody want to reach out to you, your social media or something like that, so they can reach out to you and get some of their questions answered.
Well, you can reach me on Captain T on YouTube, Mr. 2020 on Instagram. All you need is a twit hard and a drive to work hard. This is the industry that just with a high school education, within 3 to 4 years, you can be making 6 figures. The amount of time it takes somebody to go to college to get a degree, you could already be making 6 figures before they even finish school. And then they have to figure out how they can get a career with the degree they have. So it's real easy, just hard work ethic and drive and motivation. You get your twit card and start applying online. Even if you go to Indeed.com and you type in marine industry, they have a whole link for it. And both companies just back to back, all up and down across America, East Coast, West Coast, all up and down to Mississippi, the intercoastal way, Texas, all the way to Florida. This is a big, large industry, and it's a tight community.
Gotcha.
It might be big, but everybody know everybody. And I got a pretty good name out there.
That's what's up. Man, everybody know that transportation makes the country go. It makes the world go round. Without transportation, don't nothing happen, don't nothing move. We won't have the clothes on our back, the food in our refrigerators, the homes that we had, the materials for building the homes, all comes from transportation, some form of transportation. Indeed. Plane, train, boat, automobile.
Everything from rice, grain, coal, coke, gas, diesel, rock, sand, concrete, everything you could think of, we transport it in a barge.
Gotcha.
And believe it or not, Texas is the main hub for petroleum in America. We have like 4 to 5 ports just in Texas alone that supplies America with fuel, gas, diesel, whatever you call it, fuel oil. That's what ships use. Cruise ships, they use fuel oil.
Yeah.
A lot of that comes from Texas.
Gotcha. Man, so
Texas in the house.
Hey, man, you mind showing the people the helm, you know what I'm saying, what it looks like, and talk about some of the equipment and stuff like that?
All right, y'all mind me.
Because, man, I know you got to be qualified on radars and all kind of stuff, man.
All right, just show y'all real quick. These right here are my throttles. This is how I go forward and reverse. You know, I'm a double screw. Well, I got 2 propellers. I got a starboard propeller and a port propeller. Right now, my starboard engine is engaged right now, holding me up against the dock right here that you see in front of me. Right now, we're in Huntsville, Louisiana, which is probably about 40 miles up the Mississippi River north of New Orleans. So that's my throttles. These are my sticks. These are my flanking rudders, and these are my main rudders. This is what I steer the boat with. Now, you use your flanking rudders when you're going backwards or doing other maneuvers, but the main rudders is how you steer the boat. All right. Got all my radios right here to communicate. Right now, we're on 67. That's the main traffic channel here in the Mississippi River between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. It's all my light switches right here for my flood lights, my amber lights, and my towing lights that I got to have lit up when I'm transporting barges. You got my GPS, my chart right here. This is called Rose Point, which is a big aid to navigate, and it lets you know when you're going to pass other vessels, the time frame, if you're going to meet in 10, 15 minutes when you pass each other. So you always know when somebody's coming and going. And this is my starter radar. We have 2 radars that we operate at all times. So if one go out, I got a backup radar. Right now, I got it on half a mile range right now.
That's what's up.
I don't know. Let's see. Let me go ahead and light up this real quick. This right here, this is all the RPM readings for my engines. I have 2 main engines, Caterpillars. This is a 3,200 horsepower vessel, Marine Power Cats. Right now, my engines are idling at about 650 RPMs. I got also, this is all my gauge readings for each engine. It shows my oil pressure, my coolant temp, my manifold temp, my fuel pressure, and also so what RPM I'm idling at right now, my battery voltage, and the engine hour. And this right here, it shows my depth, how much water I have underneath the vessel right now.
Okay, it's like a fathometer.
Yeah. So that's the depth. I got 5.2 foot of water underneath the boat right now because we have a boat dock that's on the bank. And the 0.0, that's my speed over ground. Since we're not moving, I'm not making any speed. So it's showing 0 right now. All right, this is my wind gauge. Right now, the wind's blowing about 10 miles an hour. The maximum the last few days has been blowing about 20 to 30 miles an hour.
And tell people why that's important. Tell people why that's important to know, dealing with wind and what you do.
Well, actually, when you have empty barges, it's like running around with 300-foot kites. And the elements make it hard for you to navigate. So you know what you got to, how to handle the boat for each element, the current, the wind, the tide. It all affects you navigating. Sometimes you have fog and you have to navigate off of your radar because you cannot see anything out the front windshield. This right here is my rudder indicator. It shows my main rudder, which direction, how many degrees I got that is turned to. And it's my flanking rudder indicator. And this is my other engine gauge for my port engine. This over here is my AIS. And this right here is my slide gauge. It tells me how fast I'm going forward and how fast I'm going sideways. You do a lot of Tokyo drifting on water. And then you got my swing meter right here. This lets you know which direction the head of my toe, the bow, the very forward part of my toe, if it's swinging left or right. That needle will let you know if you're going straight or you're going sideways. And this is my other radar. So that's my backup radar.
That right there remind me of my sonar days, man. There's a sonar tech in the Navy.
All right, and we got internet on the boat, just to let y'all know.
We got the
my computer's off right now. Check our emails. We get company emails all the time. And also we got electronic log. We put all our destinations when we stop and arrive and all that stuff. All right, let me give y'all a little tour of the wheelhouse.
Let's go.
All right, that's the port door right here. That's how you step outside. Always have life jackets just in case you have an emergency. We got fire extinguishers on each floor throughout the whole vessel. This is a 4-decker boat, so it's 4 floors. Right now, the wheelhouse, I'm on the top 4th floor. We got your drinks, file cabinet. We got a Keurig, so you want that coffee in the middle of the night when you're kind of tired, you can get you a shot real quick. And got a mini fridge underneath. And got a sink up here, and also we got our own toilet up here, so you don't have to leave the wheelhouse if you have to use the restroom.
I did, man. I did not. I did not know that.
Oh yeah, man. So, hey,
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta drop one. Yeah, emergency procedures. All right.
Now, I know some people that are watching, man. They might look at some of this equipment and stuff and be overwhelmed. But with anything, you got to start somewhere. Anything in life, man, and with anything that's worth something, you're gonna have to put in a sacrifice and put in some work to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? My brother had a rough road. He had to get over some hurdles, like he said, to get to where he's at, man. I'm very, very, very proud of my twin brother, man, and what he's doing and the accomplishments he's made. And they're proud of you, bro.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yes,
My brother T Swin is one of the main people that helped me get to where I'm at. Had a couple hurdles in my lifetime, and if my brother wasn't there, I probably wouldn't be here right now. So he one of his two people that helped me get here, him and my father. And that's it. I owe my success to them believing in me and never giving up on me.
that's what's up, bro.
So, hey,
you mind showing the people outside the boat real quick, like what it
oh
looks?
Yeah, man. We'll go ahead and step outside real quick, show y'all a little walk around real quick. Over here, Bayou Fleet, Huntsville, Louisiana. On a great old Mississippi River. That right across the way, that's Valero. St. Charles, that's a dock. Got a ship on dock, a couple of towboats over there. Got a Kirby boat right here at the fleet. This is my view from the wheelhouse looking down at the bottom deck.
Okay.
I got my floodlights on.
Now you say you got a movement coming up, right? You finna move some barges around? Or get hooked up?
Actually, I'm about to light boat over to my barges and hook back up to them and shut it down for the night.
Gotcha, man. Now, I wanted the people to see this so they can see there's lots of opportunities out there. You may not know about them, but there's lots of opportunities out there for you where you can make a good, honest living. You can make six figures and make good money and be able to take care of yourself and your family. Also, this is also a field, if you have a background, can you still get into it?
Yes, indeed. A background does not stop you from working in this industry or achieving, depending on your background. As long as you can get a TWIC card, you can get an MMC from the Coast Guard, a Merchant Mariner's credential, which you'll be able to become a tankerman or a wheelman and be able to move up in this industry. That's all you need. It don't matter if you anything in your past, it won't stop you from making it out here. To be honest, I had a probation back in the day, and that never affected my career at all. I've been out here 17 years, and I started out here when I was on probation.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give y'all an example, there's no excuse why you can't achieve your goal.
That's good, man. I just wanted people to see, because so many times all people see and all people think they can be is an entertainer, an athlete, an actor, rapper, a singer. You know what I'm saying? But
it's way
I
more
want
to
people to
life
see
than that.
These other opportunities, and so somebody can see that and be inspired, because they may not know, there might be something they're into, they may not know how to go about it. So like I say, make sure y'all reach out to Captain T and tell them your social media again so they can reach out to you, man, and contact you.
Man, you can reach me at Captain T on YouTube, Mr. 20Twin on Instagram. My original name on Facebook. You can inbox me on Facebook Messenger, Terrell Swinton, the other T Swin. So that's all I got right now. And if you want to email me, you can reach me at Mr20Twin@gmail.com. MISTA20TWIN@gmail.com. I gladly take any emails and respond.
Another thing about this field too is that you're living on the boat. They have a full kitchen. They supply them with food. They do their own cooking and everything there. They eat like kings. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get into a field where you're not spending money because you working where you live at, so you saving a lot of that money. You know what I'm saying? You're not spending stuff every day because they provide you with somewhere to sleep. They provide you with food, and you're making money every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. We
so,
this is a 4-decker boat, so basically, like I said, it's a 4-story house with 6 bedrooms.
Gotcha.
It has 3 full bathrooms, 1/2. Actually, yeah, 3 full bathrooms, 1/2. Has a laundry room, has a walk-in pantry, has a galley. We got living room seating with recliner sectionals and all that stuff. Big 70 screen-inch TV on the wall, satellite TV. We got direct TV. What else? We get groceries every 2 weeks. The company pays for it. We get like a $1,700 budget for groceries every 2 weeks. That's plenty of food, and it's usually only an average of 5 guys on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's plenty of food for 5 grown men. Sure, like I said, they provide all your supplies, even if you need body wash. You want to stay fresh to scrub your crack.
Man, so.
Yeah, I know. But you can put it on a supply list. All your toiletries, man. The boats come fully stocked. They have their own linen. You get your own room. Like I say, you order whatever you want to on a grocery order. We have companies that come out and bring the groceries to the boat. Either you at a fleet, and they got boats that will come out to the water taxis that bring your groceries to you. Yeah. So you don't have to stop while you're in transit. You can get your groceries and supplies while underway.
That's what's up. Now, a lot of times, my brother, when he's having to go meet the boat, the company will provide him with a rental car, plane ticket, so he can meet the boat wherever it's at. He don't necessarily go to the same spot and get on the boat every time. They provide transportation for him to get to the boat, and get on there and drive it. So he flies a lot. The company pays for all that, rental cars, everything like that. He's a traveling man.
Yeah, usually I have a vehicle at home. I rarely even drive it. It mostly stays parked. They pay for all my flights, all my rentals, all my baggage. I don't have to pay a dime. That's coming to the boat and going home. So every time you see me, I'm in something new.
That's as I see him, he come to my house and bro, I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate doing this interview and showing these people another side of transportation that they don't know about. And also from you speaking, people can see how there's parts of your job that ties into the similarities to other transportation jobs. And so, man, it's really cool. It's amazing, very interesting. I appreciate you sharing that with us, man, and coming on here. I appreciate your time. I know you be a busy man. What he do is very important. You got to keep your eyes on that wheel all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. I got 5 people's lives in my hand at all times while I'm operating this vessel. I can make the wrong decision too early, too late, and we'll make the news. But I don't. That's not gonna happen.
Nah, that's Captain T, man. Hey, he got a reputation like, man, he's a bad dude behind that wheel. Everybody knows. Yeah. They personally come when there's any kind of serious maneuvers. They come get him because they know he can pull it off.
Oh yeah, I'm a bad man behind this wheel.
Yeah, they know him, man.
Bad man. My reputation speaks for itself. I'm the go-to guy.
He drive that boat like a Cadillac. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes, indeed.
But and also, man, just to let y'all know, you know, it's my twin brother. We were DT, Double Trouble, rap group, and I know y'all see him featured on some of my songs. Captain T will be on the Transportation Music album, so y'all look for him. He'll be on there, putting his voice on there. You know what I'm saying? And spitting his boat life. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And make sure y'all stream it when it comes out. It'll be on tSwin.hearenow.com. Stream it, download it, share it. And make sure y'all hit the like button on this, man. There's some good information. We're showing something y'all probably never even heard about and never knew even existed. So make sure y'all subscribe to CTR Media. You hit me up on YouTube, tSwin on YouTube. Follow Captain T on YouTube. You hit me up on my social media, Instagram, Swin10 Transport, Real tSwin. Man, I appreciate y'all spending y'all time with us. I appreciate my brother, CTR Media Network family.
Yes, indeed.
Miss Sheree Moore, she trucking, and everybody that made this
Hey,
happen.
Reyes, you on this side, Reyes?
Hey, in action. In action. There you go, man. My brother. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, anytime, man. Thank you for the platform.
All right. Love
Get
you,
out
man.
there for everybody. I love you too, man.
And have a safe night, bro.
You do the same. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, Reyes, come in.